In the heart of Luo land, where the great river winds its way through the rolling hills and fertile plains of western Kenya, two lives are about to collide in a way that will change everything. This is a tale of forbidden love, family loyalty, and the clash of tradition and desire. Atieno, the daughter of Chief Nyangoma, is a woman of great beauty and strength. As the only child of the chief, she has been raised to uphold the dignity and tradition of her family, and her future is carefully mapped out. She is promised to Omondi, a wealthy and powerful man who has long been courting her for the sake of a political alliance. Omondi's ambition is as vast as his wealth, and he believes that this marriage will not only solidify his place in the community, but also elevate his family's status to new heights. Yet, Atieno's heart does not belong to Omondi. She is drawn to Obiero, a humble fisherman's son, whose life is tied to the river that winds through the land. Obiero is kind, courageous, and deeply in love with Atieno. Their worlds are worlds apart, but when they meet by the riverbank, an undeniable connection forms between them, a bond stronger than any tradition or rule. The river becomes their secret meeting place, in the quiet moments by the water, with the sound of the flowing stream mingling with their whispered words. They share dreams, hopes, and the warmth of their growing love. But their love is dangerous. The weight of their family's expectations and the fierce traditions of their people hang over them like a dark cloud. Atieno knows that if their secret is discovered, it will tear apart everything she holds dear. The shame of defying her father and her people would be unforgivable. And yet, every moment with Obiero feels like the truest thing she's ever known. Meanwhile, Omondi grows impatient with Atieno's reluctance and begins to press her more forcefully. He believes that his wealth and status should be enough to win her heart, and when he discovers the love that blooms between her and Obiero, his pride is wounded. In his fury, Omondi vows to end their relationship at all costs. His influence in the village makes him a dangerous enemy, and he will not allow a fisherman's son to stand in his way. The confrontation comes one evening by the river. Omondi arrives, flanked by his men, his anger barely contained. He accuses Obiero of dishonoring him and threatens to destroy his family. Obiero stands his ground, his love for Atieno burning bright, even in the face of danger. The tension is palpable. Words are exchanged, insults thrown, and in the heat of the moment, the violence of betrayal and pride erupts. Atieno watches from a distance, torn between the two men who have shaped her life. She loves Obiero with all her heart, but she is bound by duty to her family and her people. Her father, Chief Nyangoma, is a man of unwavering tradition, and his word is law. If she chooses Obiero, she risks everything, her family's honor, her future, and her place in the community. In the end, Atieno is forced to make a choice that no one should ever have to make. She stands on the edge of the river, looking out over the waters that have witnessed her love for Obiero. The choice between love and loyalty, between heart and tradition, is unbearable. The river flows on, indifferent to her pain, as she turns her back on the man she loves and steps into the life her father has chosen for her. But the consequences of her decision are not without weight. The love that once burned bright between her and Obiero is now a memory, a distant ache that will never fully fade. As Atieno marries Omondi, the river that once brought them together now serves as a reminder of what was lost. And yet, in the depths of betrayal and sacrifice, there is a flicker of hope. The story is not just one of tragedy, but of redemption. The choices they made, the paths they walked, will eventually lead to the discovery of deeper truths about love, family, and the very essence of what it means to live in a world shaped by tradition and change. Tears in the River is not just the story of a forbidden love. It is the story of a land where the flow of the river is not just a symbol of life, but of the choices that define it.